I should have come yesterday. East of Fort Collins. But overall, we are expecting warm up just a little bit more before these storms roll in. We're talking about 89 degrees as the high this afternoon. It was a beautiful morning, especially if you got out there and you got a nice jog in or walk the dog. But we are expecting these storms to start to roll in. Here's your highs across most parts of the state. Some people will see low 90s today, like Fort Morgan, 92 degrees, Sterling, 90 degrees, and also 88 over in Greeley. Of course, a warm and hot day for the western slope near Grand Junction with the upper 90s. So here's your severe thunderstorm risk. Of course, that level 2 risk goes down towards the metro area. And once again, the main threats will be gusty winds, large hail, as well as heavy rain. You can't rule out that localized flooding towards the northeastern portions of the state. Here's live radar. As I mentioned, a lot different than what we just saw here at the noon show. We're dry across the metro area, but all the rain and thunderstorms are starting to develop towards the southeast there. Luckily, nothing severe, but you can see there's lots of lightning with that. So if you're outside, definitely go ahead and go inside because you know how these lightning strikes can be here in Colorado, especially down towards the southwest. Look at Woodland Park, heavy downpours of rain. I mean, it's been raining in the last couple of 30 minutes or so, but that should continue to track towards the east. We're starting to see storms fired off from the foothills, and as I mentioned, with these storms that we see today into the evening hours, they're going to be slow moving, so that's the reason the localized flooding threat is there. You can also see some storms getting developed a little bit towards the north, moving into Fort Collins. There's some light showers there, but so far, nothing severe across the state, which is terrific news. Hopefully it stays that way throughout the evening hours, but I know that we probably will see a couple of severe storms, mainly towards the northeastern plains. But overall, as we take a look at the timing of when we can expect rain here in the metro area, mainly after 3 p.m. when those storms finally move into the metro area. As I mentioned, they are slow moving, and that's going to be the back end. We're talking about 6 p.m. really coming down here in Denver, and then continuing to track towards the east. You can see what happens. That cell kind of forms right over Sterling along I-76, and so that's the reason for that flood watch, because once again, these storms will be pushing and moving rather slowly. So you have to be watchful of that, as well as with some hail and gusty winds. Here's a closer look here in the front range and parts of the foothills. Noticing 3 p.m. showers and thunderstorms finally moving into parts of Fort Collins. 5 p.m. we're still seeing some spotty showers here in Denver, but watch what happens at 7 p.m. Heavy downpours of rain right over us, and that's going to continue to track towards the east, as I mentioned, parts of Fort Morgan, as well as Akron, until finally exiting the state this evening. And then, of course, we are tracking some more showers and thunderstorms as we head into tomorrow. Tomorrow, a lot cooler, 85 degrees. It's going to be a nice morning, and once again, kind of similar to what we're seeing for this afternoon, mainly for the south of us. I don't have a lot of rain in the forecast for us here in Denver, but people in Douglas and Elbert County can expect to see these storms start to develop tomorrow afternoon as well. Highs tomorrow, a lot cooler, 84 in Fort Morgan. Once again, today you saw the low 90s, and so tomorrow, 84 degrees, still hot, of course, over towards the western slope. So here's your severe thunderstorm risk, including part of the metro area, but mainly Douglas and Elbert County on down towards the south along I-25. And that's when we can expect those storms to develop. Here it is, the timeline, mainly after 3 p.m. once again. If you know anybody flying in or anything like that, I think you should be okay flying in tomorrow afternoon, as these storms will be towards the south. But overall, that's going to continue to track towards the southeast near Kit Carson and also parts of Burlington before finally exiting the state. And Sunday is very nice and warm. If you plan on going to Red Rocks tonight, the Avid brothers are performing, and yes, we are tracking some thunderstorms there as well. Here's your timeline. 4 p.m. thunderstorms still pushing through Red Rocks area. The temperatures will be in the mid to upper 80s. 73 by 7 p.m. I believe the concert will begin at 7:30. You might still see some lingering showers, but by 9 p.m. I believe drying off, and you'll see cooler temperatures and of course mostly cloudy conditions. Definitely pack that poncho, and don't forget the umbrella, and most importantly, don't forget to have fun too. It's Friday night. Just be safe, of course. 7-day forecast, as I mentioned, very interesting. Tomorrow, 85, 93. On Sunday, we're finally drying out, and then we're continuing to warm up as we head into next week. But then, of course, another big cool down and more rain chances as we head into Wednesday with the upper 70s. And if you did notice, today is 7/11. I'm not just talking about the Slurpees. We're talking about that storm that hit back in 1990. It's been 35 years since this storm made an impact on Denver. I know this is way before my time. I wasn't even born yet, but I do my research because I care about weather, I care about the community, and that was a devastating hailstorm. The second costliest hailstorm on record. We saw baseball-sized hail really all across the region, and if you wondered how much that cost, well, $1.5 billion in 2025 dollars, of course, in damage. So yeah, that was a lot, but overall, we're not expecting anything like that this afternoon. There will be some storms that develop that could have the potential of some large hail, mainly towards the northeast, but the ingredients just isn't there like we saw back in 1990. So I hope everyone has a terrific Friday. Of course, tune into our 3 p.m. show. We're going to be tracking these storms. And once again, be safe. And I'm Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Jayden Knowles.